All right, what is up? Hey, I just got a, well, I didn't just get it. It's about 2 hours ago. I got a message to come do a quote. What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean Green Lawn Service in soaking wet South Georgia. Real quick, I want you to do something for me. I want you to go over and I want you to check out a channel, okay? Here's the channel right here. New Hope Cuts and Lawn Care. Got 507 subscribers, all right? One of the things that, you know, I've tried to do with other channels, I'm not a big channel, but I've tried to help other people get subscribers, right? And New Hope's great guy, and he does a lot of short videos, like short videos on, you know, showing you a new tool or something like that. So it ain't like mine. You don't have to listen to somebody ramble on for 35 minutes about nothing, right? He can give you in 2 minutes what I do in 30 minutes. So there you go. That's a good opportunity. Good news is it's 57 degrees this morning. Bad news, water everywhere. Here's Lake O'Quinn out here, you might see. Look at that. We fixing to go mud bogging, man. Might have to try out the 4x4. And to get this thing nasty. See what my roads look like when it's been raining? See that, man? This is the good part of it. We get down to the other end, the clay hill, it'll really be nice. I'll probably work in the office today. I gotta get my office packed up because I only have, well, this time from 2 weeks, I'll be out of my office. So I got 2 Sundays left. So I need to get all that stuff packed up. I got more time at the house, but at the office, I really wanna be out of there because hopefully, looks like they have an interim guy coming in that's gonna be there with them, you know, until they start the process and find them another pastor. So that's great, you know. I guess he'd probably be starting the Sunday after I'm gone. So great. The person they looking at, they got a vote on it, but the person they looking at, great guy. So, you know, he'll be good for him. He'll do a good job. So, I don't know if he wants the office or not, but it doesn't really matter because once I'm done with my pastoral ministries there, I want to be out of the church building. You know what I mean? I'm going to get the keys back, all that kind of stuff. Got no access. They're going to give us some time. I think, as I mentioned in another video, they're going to give us some time at, you know, at the house. The guy that they're looking at coming in the interim, you know, he already has a place here. So anyway, I don't want to drag this thing out too long. I'm gonna go down here, but I'm gonna go down here and look at my storage container. All right, to be honest, it's kind of hard to tell. I'm not sure what these little spots are. I don't think that's rain though. There may even just be some condensation from the bottom. But it just doesn't look like the way it could be a stain on the floor. I don't even remember if it was there. But anyway, that's what we got. I don't see ain't no water puddled up in there, I'll put it that way. So, got a pretty good sealing all around the door. All right, let me get this thing locked back up. That takes 2 hands. See, on these nasty roads, that's what you deal with these running boards. Look at that. That's my truck, man. Nasty. Now you got to step over them. And if you, it don't matter too much right now, but if you got clean clothes on, like nice dress clothes or, you know, whatever, you're going somewhere, and you step on that thing. I'm in my yard, Josh. I know you say something about my seatbelt. I'm in my yard, bro. You know, if you slide your leg across that running board, you'll have mud all down the back of your leg. So Yep. Anyway. All right. Let me get over here, see what my buddy's doing. I'm back. Hey, man. Look at here. Hog and Bones. Went to eat with one of my subscribers. Well, obviously, quite a few of my subscribers live here where I'm at, friends, right? So I went to eat lunch with Pastor Gabe at Hog and Bones. I called him up this morning. He said, hey, man, what you doing for lunch? I said, nah, nothing in particular. Raining. I'm in my office packing up books. He said, I'll come meet you for lunch. So we ate lunch. Yeah, I should. Man, my office is a wreck, man. I got stuff everywhere. That's what I'm working on today. Went and ate lunch with him. I'm about to head back to the office and see if I can get some more packing done. So definitely want to try to be done with the office this week. I'll still have another week left at the church, but all I gotta do, take my laptop over there with me, and you know, I don't really need anything that's in the office per se. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, what is up? Hey, I just got a well, I didn't just get it. It's about 2 hours ago. I got a message to come do a quote. Now, this quote is about 25 minutes from the house. Why am I going to quote it? 2 reasons. One is, it's in an area that I've been considering, especially with taking the lawn care to, you know, more of a full-time status. I don't know that it'll ever be, I won't ever be completely full-time in lawn care, I don't think, because, you know, at some point I will have other ministry obligations, but we're certainly going to ramp up the business as we have opportunity. And so this property is in a place, I've got a number of calls from over here, but I've always declined them because it's in another city. And currently we service, depending on how you look at it, about 4 cities. Of course, one of those cities, we only have one property in because it's part of the bank contract, the credit union contract. So this particular customer looks like they're military and they're going to lease their home out, and they're looking for lawn care, property management company. They're getting all that stuff. Very beautiful place on about 7 acres. And I'm gonna show it to you when we get there. But the pictures of it that I assume they took last summer when the grass was green, really nice place. So if I want to work over here, the best way for me to get started over here is not to come over here for a 1 acre property and hope that I'm able to get more business, right? The best thing for me to do is to jump on an opportunity like this. So the deal is, what they want is 2 acres cut every week. That's the yard. And the whole 7 acres cut bi-weekly. And that is, they have a pecan orchard, or a pecan, Gratz pecan. For all of you that say a pecan is something that you put beside the bed, pecan. All right, there you go. We got that settled now. I know there'll be some comments about it, but that's okay. So in a 4-week span, this would be 14 acres of cutting, roughly about the size of the college. She mentioned in her message that we are picky, P-I-C-K-Y. So that's good to know. It's good to know that going into this. So, you know, what does that mean? Now, picky's not a bad thing. It just means people want things done right. And as long as they're willing to pay for it, that's fine. But when you come to a property like that, you know, you might be doing $60 an acre. If I come up on a property where it is, you know, well maintained, irrigated, they want to keep everything nice and crisp, and there's a lot of detail to it, you know, that's $70 an acre. I mean, you just go up, you know, that's how you deal with that, because it's going to take extra time. And again, I know some of you watching videos say, well, we want to leave everything we do crisp and make it, you know, just dress right dress. You have to understand that we cut a lot of properties out on dirt roads that have weeds and bahia grass, and these people just want it cut. Now, that doesn't mean we leave the yard a mess. It just means that we don't have anything to edge. A lot of these people spray Roundup all around their house. Sometimes there's not a whole lot of trimming to them. And they have patches of different types of grass and patches where nothing's growing, and you're just not going to leave a well manicured yard behind. You can't, you don't have that to work with, and that's all I'm saying. But you know, there's not any driveways to blow off. You blow off the steps and a porch or two, and that's it. No edging. So this property would be a little bit more well manicured. And you know, it looks like they cut the grass really low just looking at the pictures. All right, I'm just going to turn this on so we can get an idea here. Actually, I think this is it. Yeah, this is it.
Your destination is on the left.
So, you know, one thing is with pecans, man, you always got limbs. You know, that's something that you have to consider when you look at something like this. So, yeah. I don't know if anybody's here. Anyway, let me get off this thing. I'm just going to kind of try to glance around. All right, so, property looks pretty basic, you know, not bad. There were a few little things that looked like they hadn't been maintained, but I went and knocked on the door, nobody answered. You can see through the glass by the door walking up there. I'm thinking that I didn't see any furniture. So I'm guessing they have already relocated. So I wasn't able to talk to anybody, but I've already sent her pictures of an aerial view with an outline to verify, you know, what they want cut. The cutting is no problem. I mean, that's a piece of cake. Now, she did not have anything in there about the landscape, and so I'm not sure if you know, the landscape's going to be a part of that. Doesn't look like the landscape has been trimmed recently. So if she does decide that the landscape needs to be a part of it, then I'm going to have to go back and look at that. But you know, I don't know. We'll see. But it looked like pretty basic property. It's just that I can tell from the way they cut it last year, the way they maintained it, they kept their stripes fairly straight. You know, cut this way one time, next time cut the opposite way, and those stripes ran all the way out through the pecan orchard. So can't just, you know, gotta keep it dress right dress. So but that's not a real big problem, you know. So, but pecan trees definitely drop limbs, and so I need to find out, is there a place on the property where we can put the limbs at? Because one of the first things we'll have to do is, you know, when we cut the full 7 acres, is we'll have to pull up there and hop on the mowers and run around and get all the limbs up, and hopefully they got a place to put them, because I mean, I keep my trailers full. I really don't. I can throw it in the back of the truck, but I don't want to be hauling a bunch of limbs around. So hopefully out there by the wood line or something, they have a place where we can get rid of that stuff. We'll just have to see. If not, you know, then it's going to cost more if we have to haul stuff away. So anyway, we'll see what happens once she follows up with me. And I did notice that she put a post on Facebook, because again, when people ask me for a quote, I go check and see if they got social media. I check that out. I'm just telling you, you can call it stalking or whatever you want to call it, but you learn a lot about people from social media, okay? And so she had put a post up looking for affordable lawn care. That's where I found out she was looking for a property manager. So, you know, and look, nothing wrong with any of that. It's just, you know, if I want affordable. If I have my truck worked on, I want it to be affordable. If I have, you know, something built, I want it to be affordable. But by that, I don't mean cheap, and I'm not insinuating that they mean cheap. But I want the best deal I can get, you know. But I want a good job done too. So, you know, there's that balance there. It helps when you have a 5-star rating, and very fortunate, very blessed to have that. I'm sure, you know, at some point, you know, we'll get a disgruntled customer or somebody that'll go on there and, you know, give us a bad review. But thankfully, and since people started doing reviews probably in 2019, 2020, they've been good. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shut the video down here so I can get this thing edited and uploaded, and hopefully it'll go up sometime. It's Monday, so hopefully it'll go up sometime tonight. Hey, appreciate you taking time to watch the video. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Hope you have a great day.